let's resume our class by looking at the first listening first. He's back now. So today we'll be looking at four form of completions format. If you guys could remember, we already looked at form completion. You remember that, like you have a form and then you have to complete in the form how many words, for example. So let's discuss the general tips quickly of form of completion questions. So we have so many questions format in completion structure. Like we have form completion. We touched it already. We have no completion, table completion, sentence, flow chart, and summary completion of IELTS listening test. So what would be the general tips of completion question in general? First thing first, what should you take note, everyone? Completion questions. How do you handle that kind of questions generally? What do you look at for the first time?
Find the part speech.
Part speech môn game, are you sure?
No.
First thing first, you need to know the instructions, especially how many words.
Always instruction as always.
Exactly, because if you don't read the instruction, you might just fill in like random words. And then, like Nam said, try to guess the answer. Part speech. What else? What are the other possible tips for completion questions that you guys have been using?
Be careful with spelling.
Spelling is important.
Yes. So be careful with spellings and grammar, and you need to remember you have to write only what you hear.
Wrong spelling will be get 0.
Yes, Wong. So if you hear a word but you have to make changes, that is not the answer. The word cannot be the answer, because normally in completion question you write exactly what you hear. What else?
Spelling.
Okay. Every answer is in order, so don't worry, but pay attention. If you miss one, you might miss everything. Anything else? We'll just discuss the general tips of completion question format and a short difference in each of the type. Anything else? Kun, want to add something? Completion question.
Keyword.
Keywords, okay. Look for the keywords. Anything else?
Form completion.
This completion, like in general, there are many kinds. Like I said earlier, we have notes, we have table, we have sentence, we have flow chart, we have summary, we have form completion that we did like a while ago, a month ago, I think. Okay, let's just assume that that's all. So the first type that we'll look at today is note completion. So note completion is normally a short note of something that the speaker has produced when they are listening or talking to someone. That's called note completion. It is different from form completion, because in form completion it's the application form to apply for something. But note is just a summary or a short notice of what happened in the speaking or in the audio. Here is one example of note completion. So there are 7 questions, 6 questions, 11 to 16. So first thing first, how many words can you complete in each blank?
No more than 3 words.
And or the number. So no more than 3 words and or a number. So you can choose to put number if it is necessary. So the first one, 11. What should be the word? What kind of word? What part of speech is it? Should be number 11.
Pronoun for noun.
Noun, okay. Number 12.
For restaurant, yes, noun.
Noun again.
Noun.
Number 13. Center words.
Historical background. Like can be adjective.
Adjective, okay. Or it can be, look at the top
Noun.
one, destroy ed.
Oh.
So it can be adjective like you said, or it can be verb.
Noun. Noun or adjective or verb.
Verb plus what more? Words.
Verb 3. Verb 3.
Verb 3. Very good. Number 14. In blank, open to public. In plus what generally more?
Like year.
Year. 15. Managed by. It should
Someone.
be someone. And last one, open.
3. Number.
Number. Okay. I'm going to play the audio. So spend some time reading the questions. I'm trying to get the audio. Hang on, give me 1 second. Hello, Kim.
You will hear a radio broadcast called Focus on the Arts. First, you have some time to look at questions 11 to 16 on page 4. Now listen carefully and answer questions 11 to 16.
Hello, and welcome to Focus on the Arts. I'm your host, Dave Green, and this is your very own local radio program. Every Friday evening, we put the spotlight on different arts and culture facilities and look at the shows and events that are on offer in the coming week. And today, the focus is on the National Arts Centre. Now, if you don't already know it yourself, I'm sure you've all heard of it. It's famous throughout the world as one of the major venues for classical music. But did you know that it's actually much more than just a place to hear concerts? The centre itself is a huge complex that caters for a great range of arts. Under a single roof, it houses concert rooms, theatres, cinemas, art galleries, and a wonderful public library, as well as service facilities including 3 restaurants and a bookshop. So, at any one time, the choice of entertainment there is simply enormous. So, how did they manage to build such a big arts complex right in the heart of the city? Well, the area was completely destroyed by bombs during the war in 1940. So the opportunity was taken to create it that would be what they called the city's gift to the nation. Of course, it took a while for such a big project to get started, but it was planned in the 60s, built in the 70s, and eventually opened to the public in 1983. Ever since then, it has proved to be a great success. It's not privately owned, like many arts centres, but is still in public hands. It's run by the City Council. Both our National Symphony Orchestra and National Theatre Company were involved in the planning of the project, and they're now based there, giving regular performances every week. And as the centre is open 363 days of the year, there are plenty of performances to choose from.
Done. Short one. Now let's hear from all Sokon. Number 11. What was the answer? What did you hear?
I put I'm not clear. I put classical music.
You put classical music. Hang on, let me type it here. Classical music. Does everyone agree with Wong Sukun's answer? Wong Pik, do you get the same answer, Wong?
Oh, classical music.
Same, okay. Very good. That's the answer. Great job, Wong. Number 12. Wong Pik.
Bookshop.
Bookshop. How many words, Wong?
Bookshop. Bookshop. Nó shop này. Shop này.
One or two words?
One word.
Very good.
Teacher mean I
No, Wong. No, a bookshop.
Okay.
So you can put to you want, so no worry. 13, Nam Moen.
Was built.
Are you sure built?
Was
Planned.
Planned, yes. Planned. Verb 3. Lee, 14. Lee, sorry, Kieng. Kieng, 14. Open to public.
Not sure. I'm not sure.
You're not
I
sure.
get it. Yes.
Did you guess on what year?
1963. I don't know.
Okay, 1963. What are the others? Did you get the same answer as Kieng? 1963.
1993.
83.
1993.
83.
1983. Okay. We got 3 options. Let's listen again then.
Section. You will hear a radio broadcast called Focus on the Arts.
I can't fast forward this, so it will be a waste of time. The answer is 1983. 1983.
Oh, I'm correct.
Yes, you're right, Wong. Last one. Let's hear from Kieng again, because Kieng didn't get the answer earlier on. Kieng.
15.
Kieng, Kieng San Bong. Kieng
Number
San Bong.
15.
I also didn't get that one.
Okay. Then back to Nam.
I also didn't get it.
Okay. Back to Wong Kun then.
Đừng là city ấy cho đi city council đó mình đã cho bài. City council.
Yes, city council. But check your spelling as well, Wong. Last one, Wong Quách. How many days?
3.
3?
363.
363.
Okay, thank you. 363. That's very short. That's what no completion looks like. What's wrong, Wong Kun?
When we reach like a map completion or multiple choice, I cannot do it.
Yeah, because it's like you need to understand things. So the next form will be again completion, but it is table completion. So unlike no completion, table completion looks like this one.
Yeah.
So you will be given a table, and there will be subheading like the section name, and the names will differ according to the topic of the listening or the audio. For example, since this one is probably about what one, look at that. We have day, time, event, venue, price. What do you think this table is about?
Venue refer to
refer to what one?
I am not clear about venue. Let other mention their idea.
Venue is location where things take place. That's called venue. Like venue of the party, for example. Okay. So what do you think the listening might be about if it looks like that?
Entertainment place.
Entertainment place. Can it be also probably about the party schedule or something?
Yes, get their schedule, their program that they display their performance.
Okay, performance. So in table, you will be given things that look like this, and there will be subheading, and the subheading will be the clues that you can use to get the answers. Like they will go this way, like sideway like this, and then this, like this, like this. So you will need to listen for the missing words. Like for example, number 17 will be about the venue. Okay. Number 18 will be about the name of the event as well as the price. So it's about money. Number rewards. 20 will be about event again. So by using the subheadings or the section names, you can guess the answers or the past speak of the answers. Like we know the last section will be about numbering or pricing. It's always about the number. We know the venue would be about the name of the place. It can be cinema number 1 or gallery number 2, for example. Event will be about the name. Like Magical Future, Magic Flute, one even name. Canadian film. So you can use the Canadian film as the clue as well to get the answer of the first one, or use the time or the date as a clue. All right. Look at the questions. I'll play the recording right now.
Section. You will hear a radio broadcast called Focus on the Arts. First, you have some time to look at questions 11 to 16
Oh no, it's the
on
same one.
page 4.
No, 17, sir.
Now
Yes,
listen.
one here.
And answer questions 17 to 20.
So, to give you some idea of what's on and to help you choose from the many possibilities, we've made a selection of the star attractions. If you're interested in classical music, then we recommend you go along to the National on either Monday or Tuesday evening at 7:30 for a spectacular production of The Magic Flute, probably the most popular of all Mozart's operas. It's in the Garden Hall and tickets start at only £8, but you'll have to be early if you want to get them that cheap. And remember, it's only on for those 2 evenings. For those more interested in the cinema, you might like to see the new Canadian film, which is showing on Wednesday evening at 8 p.m. in Cinema 2. And that's called 3 Lives. It's had fantastic reviews, and tickets cost just £4.50, which is a reduction on the usual price of £5.50. So it's really good value, especially for such a... You can see the centre's main attraction at the weekend, because on Saturday and Sunday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m, they're showing a wonderful new exhibition that hasn't been seen anywhere else in Europe yet. It's a collection of Chinese art called Faces of China. That's in Gallery 1. And it has some really fascinating paintings and sculptures by leading artists from all over China. And the good news is that it's completely free, so don't miss it. So why not go along to the National Arts Centre next week for one or all of these great events? And you can always pick up a programme and check out all the other performances and exhibitions on offer or coming soon on almost every day of the year. Next week, we'll be looking at the new Museum of Science.
All right.
That is the end of section 2. You now have half a minute to check your answers.
Let's check our answers. Okay, let's go. Number 17 on, what's the answer?
Did not get it.
Kian?
Garden Hall.
Very good, Garden Hall. My 18, num again, until you get it.
I got 19 and 20.
18, oh, 18, remember it's the name of the film.
I heard it, but I forgot to write down. Now I forget.
Oh.
Oh no. Okay, one more chance then soon. Then back to Bong. Pick number 18, Bong. What's the name of the film?
3 Life or 3 Life?
3
Not clear.
Lives.
3 Life, right?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm correct.
19, Bong Kun.
19, £4.50.
4.50. So you have to write with pound as well.
£4.50.
Yes. you have to do like this, or you have to put the
Oh, 4.50. Yeah.
yes,
Huh?
or use the word pounds, or use the sign pound. One of
Oh,
is fine. Anyone is fine.
okay.
The last one now. I hope you got the answer. Oh,
Voices of
20.
China.
Very good. Places of China. So this is called table completion. It's a little easier compared to no completion since they will use the subheading or the subsections, and you can get you can use them as clues to help you get the answers.
17 children got them home.
Yes. Okay. Move on to another form of completion, and that will be in a sentence format, sentence structure. No longer form, no longer note, no longer table. Now it is in sentences.
Sentence completion the same, sir? Oh, it's
Yes, it's in sentence now. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 sentences. So look at the sample questions together. How many words can you use to complete each blank?
2 words.
Two
Two
words.
words.
Can we put the number?
No.
No, just 2 words only. So you can write from 1 to 2 words, no more than 2 words and no numbers. All right. There will be 4 questions, so let's go.
The other thing I wanted to ask you was, did you find it hard studying with the Open University?
You mean because you're studying on your own most of the time? Well, it took me a while to get used to it. I found I needed to maintain a high level of motivation because it's so different from school. There's no one saying, why haven't you written your assignment yet? And that sort of thing.
Oh, dear.
You'll learn it, Paul. Another thing was that I got very good at time management because I had to fit time for studying around a full-time job.
Well, I'm hoping to change to working part-time, so that'll help.
What makes it easier is that the degree is made up of modules, so you can take time off between them if you need to. It isn't like a traditional 3 or 4 year course where you've got to do the whole thing of it in one go.
Oh, that's good, because I'd like to spend 6 months traveling next year.
It's all right for some. Then, even though you're mostly studying at home, remember you've got tutors to help you. And from time to time, there are summer schools. They usually last a week. They're great because you meet all the other people struggling with the same things as you.
Oh,
I've made some really good friends that way.
sounds good.
Finish?
Yes.
Chào mặt ơi. Chào mặt.
Wow. Let's check the answer. Yes or no? On. Well, 27. Now, did you get the answer or no, Owen?
Motivation.
Very good. Motivation. The speaker did not use the word a great deal of, but instead she used the word high. High level of motivation. Oh my god.
Cười tự bọc luôn.
Nói teacher, how an mom? Motivation.
Motivation.
Okay.
Like
Còn
say
motivation ở trên xe đây.
Chị say ai chơi chị ơi.
Motivation.
Chị ơi.
Number 28. Complete.
Time management rồi.
Time management. Very good.
Oh my god.
Nó sủa này 29, 30, đông West Auckland. 29, kiêng ốn, structured in.
I have something like mutual something. I didn't get it.
Okay.
I don't know.
What what do you hear?
I couldn't catch the answer.
Okay, Nam.
Me too.
Okay, wait.
Modules.
Modules. How do you spell modules?
Modules.
Yes, that's the
My
answer.
God.
Very good, King. And wait, modules. It was very quick for the last 2 questions, 2 sentences. តែយើង miss
ក៏
ទៅ
ឃើញអានោះដឹងពិបាកហ្មង
Yes, it's
ចាំ
challenging.
ច្រឡំហ្មង
Since it is also paraphrase, you know, everything gets paraphrased. Last one, she enjoyed meeting other students at. Who got the answer to the last one?
I cannot.
I think summer school.
Very good, Kian. Summer school. They
Just
mentioned.
guess that one.
Very good on. Good job. They mentioned. She mentioned summer school at the beginning, and she said you will meet other students. It's summer school. So for sentence completion, it is a lot of referencing. Like you need to like pay attention since the information like might sometimes get mentioned way earlier than you hear the question.
This part I cannot do it.
So this one, be
This-
careful with the answer.
This exercise mostly in section 3 or section 4, right?
Yes, well, before section 4, since it is a conversation. Mostly in section 3 and 4, it is in a monologue structure.
Yeah.
So it's either 2 or 1 sometimes.
Quay đi bơi lẹ đi cho thơm nữa. Lẹ là hơn.
So be careful paraphrasing and synonym and the information. So you have to keep your like attention alert. Like Santake mentioned up and down. So like earlier you heard the answer first before you heard the question. Now another completion of today will be what we call flow chart completion. For flow chart, there are normally 2 types. First, you will be given a question that looks like this. So for this flow chart, you will need to write your own words from the audio. And that the flow chart will be about when you are given choices already. So there are 2 kinds. One will be no choice given, and another one will be with choices given. So if you have to write your own answers, again, like we mentioned from the start, you have to make sure you read instructions carefully to see how many words you can use to complete each blank. You can guess the answer, look for keywords if you have time, and check the instructions carefully if it is matching or like writing. This one, is this matching or writing? Look at this question. Is it matching or writing, everyone?
Writing.
Writing. How many words can you write?
2.
Is there a number over there?
No.
No, okay. So look at the questions. I'll go play the audio.
What are the next steps if we are to have a new system?
Well, the first question is, do you have support from your senior management?
Yes, I've already discussed it with them, and they're also...
Hang on, it's too fast. Ma, have you finished reading the questions yet? It's a continuous audio, so it just jump into speaking very fast. Start looking at the questions and start guessing the parallel speech of each blank to see if you get it right or not. Ready? Can we start the listening now?
Yeah.
All right.
At the earliest.
Now listen and answer questions 27 to 30.
What are the next steps if we are to have a new system?
Well, the first question is, do you have support from your senior management?
Yes, I've already discussed it with them, and they're also keen to get this work done.
Okay, because I was going to say that's the first thing you need to do, and without that, we can't go ahead.
Yes, I've done that.
That's good.
Actually, they mentioned that there's probably a form I need to complete to formally start the project.
Yes, that's the next thing you need to do. I'll send you an email with a link so you can fill it in online. It's called a project request form.
Okay, great. And then what happens?
Well, I have a list of things, but I think the third thing you should do is see Samir. He's our analyst who will look at the system and identify what needs to be done.
Okay, can you send me his contact details and I'll set up a meeting with him?
Okay, that's good. So we should soon be able to get a team together to start the work. Some members of our team work in different locations, so it's not easy to have face-to-face meetings.
That's okay. I'm used to having conference calls, providing they're not late at night.
Right, so I'll send you details of the team, and if you could set up a call, that would be great.
Okay, I'll do that.
Thanks.
That is the end of section 3. You now have half a minute to check your answers.
How is it?
Got no answer.
You got no answer now?
Nó xù trên kế nữa.
I got 2 or 1. 1, 2.
Okay, let's hear. What
This one
number
is the
did you get
easiest
on?
one.
What number did you get Nam on? 27, 28, 29, 30?
28.
28.
Now turn to section 4.
Hang on. Then let's hear from Kieng on 27. What was the answer that you heard?
Senior management or senior manager.
Senior management or manager is also fine. Thank you. Nam 28.
Project request.
Very good. Project request. 29. Bông Cún.
I'm not clear. I thought book a location.
How can you book a location? All right, don't worry. Bông Bách
Book.
anh buồn. Group.
29, my internet is dead. I cannot listen at all. Nó chẳng bắt ra bà đấy.
All right, chốt Nam, did you get 29 on?
Meeting.
So this one.
Meeting, yes.
Oh.
This one you heard the word set up a meeting, not book. And this one you heard support, not approval. Remember synonym, paraphrasing. My last one, 30 bông Bách mà. Did you get that?
I heard court.
You heard call, okay, but they, it's not enough. What kind of call? Bông Bách 30, what did you hear about Maway the internet back then?
Conference call, right?
Conference call, yes.
Tập về trong thở từng óc trong phải muốn em thở từng óc à? Thôi đến I put meeting.
Okay. Nam, how many correct answers did you get on?
7.
Nam?
2.
2 out of 4, not bad. Remember, you have to pay attention to the synonym. It's always synonym in IELTS. So that's this one kind. Let's go to another kind of flow chart where you will have to match the answers with the question. I'll drop a file through the chat here on Zoom. You can download and get the file and read the questions. Hang on. Just go to our Telegram webpage. So cute, right? Like, but mình phần này. Alright, I sent file to your group chat on Telegram already. Please check it out. Okay. Does every one of you get the file?
Yes.
Okay, look at the question. Right now, it is no longer writing. You will need to match the information, the choices with the questions instead. And in this matching format, you will hear the exact same words. The answers and the choices will be the same. It's no longer paraphrasing. The only paraphrase part will be the questions again. So spend some time looking at the questions and the options.
The other thing I wanted to ask you was, did you find it hard studying with the Open University?
Oh no,
You
it's
mean
the wrong file.
because you're studying on your own?
Hang on. Okay.
Pause the recording for 30 seconds.
Now listen carefully and answer questions 21 to 26.
Hi, Mike.
Hi, Razor. This is Helen.
Hello.
We're really pleased you've agreed to join us on this film project.
Yes, your experience is going to be so useful.
Well, I hope so. It's the technical side I know best. Lighting, sound, and stuff.
But you think the script is okay?
Yes, I think it's great. Have you decided where you're going to shoot?
Well, there's the watermill scene at the end, and we've thought about some locations in town we can use. They're behind the shopping mall and on a couple of residential streets, and in an empty shop on campus. It means we don't have to worry about getting permission from a shop owner.
So, do you think we should go to all the locations with you?
It would be a good idea. we need to talk about the levels of background noise so we know they're all going to be reasonable places to film.
But the sounds of traffic will make it more natural.
I think Reza means things like aeroplanes, trains, and so on, that would mean we have to stop filming.
Exactly. And also, I'll make notes for myself about what lighting I'm going to need. I think the university department has a good range of equipment, but I'll need to make a list for each location for my own reference. Anyway, once we've had a look round, you can do the roadworks check.
What do you mean?
You need to find out about building work or road works, because you could start filming one day and come back in the morning to find one of the roads has been dug up. The local council have to be informed about things like that, so you can find out from them.
Okay. Then I think we need to work from the script and put together a list of all the scenes and decide which ones we're going to film when. We need to prepare the shooting schedule day by day.
You're right. Then, when you know how long filming is going to last, you can tell everyone when they're needed.
Okay, so as soon as we can, we'll audition, and then when we contact people to offer them parts, we can send the exact dates and make really sure they're free. Because often the actors are all enthusiastic, but then when you try to pin them down about whether they're really free at that time, you find they've got exams or something, or they're off to a festival just before, and you have to rush about looking for replacements.
Then we need people who can take over the main parts if one of our stars falls ill or something.
Yes, I agree. So offer the main parts to the people we really want, and then look at other volunteers who were okay.
Yes. We can select the understudies once the main roles have been confirmed. So, once we've got that sorted, and we've held all the rehearsals of the main scenes, we'll be ready to start filming.
Yes, that sounds good. Anything else?
Well, just housekeeping, really. We don't actually need costumes because actors will wear their own clothes. My family has agreed to lend us some pieces of furniture which we need. So we'll go and fetch those the weekend before we start.
We'll provide food and drink during shooting, so I'm going to borrow some cool boxes.
And I've got a little van. Most of the locations are within walking distance of the halls of residence anyway. The only one further away is the watermill.
Ah, yes. Can you tell me about that?
Okay. Hang on a minute. I'll get my notes. There's a plan in them.
Before you hear the rest of the conversation, you have some time to...
All right. It's a little bit longer, this one. Number 21, let's start from Kieng On. What's the answer? What letter is it? Discuss what?
C, background noise.
Very good, background noise. Why did you not choose the word, the option of shop owners?
Because he mentioned about the noise at the end. I'm not sure. I just heard it.
Okay, thank you. The answer is background noise. You might have heard the word shop owners, but that was when a guy, a male student, he said something about he did not have to ask for permission from the shop owners, but they have to discuss the background noise. Thank you. Number 21 is C. 22, Bùng Bách. Contact who?
22 is E, local council.
Very good, local council. 23, Nam. Plan 1.
Shooting schedule.
Very good, shooting schedule.
Shooting schedule.
24, Bong Kun. Audition, check availability of the Bong Kun. Bong Kun.
Do the toilet already.
Wait. After 24, 5.
4.
Close edited and the chairmanship of the
What's the answer?
Wait. Furniture. B.
You know what audition means, right? Audition.
B. I put B and I, but I'm not clear.
You have audition for shop owners for furniture. Are you sure?
Not clear.
One question first one. What do we mean by audition?
Whole audition and retake of the.
So what audition means? What wrong? Audition?
Auditing check right.
Audit for like taxing or something, but this audition for entertainment area for like
audition related to sound.
Audition please help what do we mean by audition?
Audition.
Okay.
Audition. Chúng ta trở lại A.
Trở lại A.
Audition lang châu tu. Ở đây thọt nên đi cái chết thọt.
Yes. Nam on audition again. What is audition?
Hopefully.
Audit.
I don't know.
No, audition is not.
Audition.
Perform.
Yes, perform, but it's like a testing. Like you have a role available in a movie, so you're doing an audition, so people can come and test out the part, and you will select who will be able to play that role in the movie. That's called audition. Like a performance that is considered as a test to see who will fit best with the role of the movie. That's what audition means. So it's a movie role testing. So it is.
Camera.
Yes, actor. 24 is A. 25, Kieng? Choose what?
Age, understudies.
Age. What do we mean by understudies? Very good on.
It's like a person, like bạn ví dụ á. Like we have main actor, một understudy,មួយ understudy ហ្នឹងគាត់ហ៊ានពីខាង main actor អញ្ចឹងបើសិនជា main actor ហ្នឹងគាត់បាននេះ understudy ចូលជាមួយបានតែ understudy ហ្នឹងគាត់របៀបថាគាត់អត់សូវមាន potential ដូច main actor ឯងអត់ចាញ់ទេ
That's right. That's the definition of understudies. So they are people who learn some other people's role in order to replace them if something happens in urgent. Very good. Last one. So
Cái con sờ cua mày nè. Cái con sờ cua.
Yeah. Collect what? Bong Kun, number 26.
Equipment.
Equipment. Bong Pit, what did you get? Thank you, Bong.
Furniture.
Furniture. Nam, what did you get?
Furniture.
Furniture. Kieng?
Furniture.
Furniture. The answer is furniture, Bong Kun.
Yeah.
So, which one is easier? Write your own words or matching?
Matching is easier.
Matching is easier because you don't need to worry about spelling.
Còn là stop bài toán phía trên nó máu chuẩn bị với nhé.
Yes.
Còn cô bị giặt sẽ đậm mà.
But if it is writing your own word, it's sometimes short, it's very quick, so you have to like stay focused. All right, let's go to our class in our platform, my class platform. We have something to do over there.
My class admission. Lesson đi mạng đấy.
Unit 4 won't show on the screen since it's very long. We'll keep tracking your progress from now on. So we will do practice as a package instead. No longer short practices. You put your long package in here. Unit 4, lesson 1 more. Lesson 1, unit 4.
Lesson 4, okay.
Download the file, the first package, and here are the audios of each section. So in this question, we have many forms of questions. Let's go and see it together.
Ui, mau tròn muốn.
Yes, my package more, 40 questions.
Tục dù.
So we can track. Let's see. We'll start checking your score as a band structure now. So we know how much you have improved. Bạn mặc hai đây.
Một lần tròn nhanh.
It's about time. Here. So we'll start with something very easy first, since in this package you will be given tips on the side. So we will have note completion. Earlier. We will have table completion, still new, fresh, hot.
Yes.
And then sentence completion, fresh and hot, out of the oven. And MCQ, very long time ago as a review. And flow chart, fresh again. And sentence completion again. So apparently this package is a review of what we have learned earlier and only one old sentence question structure. Okay, so download the package. I need the answer key in 40 answer in 40 minutes, except Kieng, since Kieng's office will be closed soon. Kieng can send me the answer tonight. Okay, I'll check tonight since your office is closing.
Only unit 4, what?
Unit 4, lesson 1. Oh, do you see it?
I see it. All of it, right?
All of it, a whole package. Download the package down there. Check it out. And the audio is in our class. Class there. Right here, yes. So we'll start dropping things as a package now. The rest stay here. You have 40 minutes to complete the questions. And do not attempt to cheat. You only can listen to each audio section once.
I can leave now, right?
Yes, you can leave because your office is closing in 8 minutes.
Okay.
See your answer tonight. Bye-bye. 40 minutes. Is everyone ready? Wait một cuốn, Nam.
Yes.
Okay,
so we do all together.
Yes, I'm gonna start counting. You guys have 40 minutes and then.
Recording 39.
Oh no.
You will hear it.
Okay, I'll mute everyone so you can listen. 40 minutes starts. Okay, that's your time.